Hey guys, what is up? Lefty back here again, and thanks for checking out the video. So today, I want to do a quick little update, I suppose. Not necessarily a correction. I was going to call it a correction, but it's not really a correction. It's just kind of an updated opinion, which, opinions can change, and that's why I want to quickly make a video about this. And obviously, I have not made a video in a long time, which I will explain why after this short little video here. So if you guys want to stick around and see what it is, have fun and chit chat with me and blah blah blah. So anyway. A long time ago, in a land far, far away, I made a video about, for those who don't know, I am left-handed, about left-handed ambi mag releases and stuff like that. And one of the products in the video was the Strike Industries magazine release. Now, the reason I put it in there is because what I kind of called it is a gateway drug for left-handers to get into kind of the opposite side of the house for manipulation of their AR-15, which is awesome, right? So this thing is, I think, is about 25 bucks. It's probably one of the lowest on the market that actually works. The Arms Unlimited, that thing is a piece of shit. Do not buy that. I wouldn't even call that honestly, it's just kind of an extended normal magazine catch, and then it just has a slight addition to it that doesn't fucking work. So I would say just stay away from that thing, but for the ones that do work, this is probably the lowest entry point that you can find in the market as of right now. However, my opinions have changed. So back in the day, my opinions still stand for the whole, it is a gateway drug because it will get you into wanting a better one, right? Because, once you spend 25 bucks on this, it's like, it's not bad. But then it's like, oh shit, there's better ones for about 50 bucks, aka the best one on the market, which is the Forward Controls. This bad boy right here, by far the best on the market. There's different little paddles that you can get if you want, but regardless, by far the best one on the market. So now, and what I said in the video at the time as well is that it was good for training. I'm actually going to go against that as well. Anyway, again, they're cheap and you can get a lot of them if you have a lot of rifles, but I would just say stick away. Now, the problem with it is that it's just too easy to activate. If I just barely touch it, it just pops out. Now, if you are shooting under stress and you have to do some type of manipulation and your finger comes off that trigger and comes up, potentially you could just tap this thing. Like, I'm not even joking. It is just the slightest amount of tension to tap it and get that magazine to fall out. Now your fucking gun is a goddamn stick. Now I don't want my gun to be a stick in that kind of situation. So there's things to remedy, right? So I always used to keep my finger high and away, just like I have it on the handgun, blah, 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 put it up on the side of the slide. I used to put my finger high and away, and I actually used to touch the bolt catch. That was my reference point. Now I have taught myself to basically ride the rim of the magazine well kind of down here. A lot of them have flared. I just kind of find that little flare and I ride my finger into that and I keep it locked there. Now my finger is still away from the trigger and it's straight and pointy, all good and fun stuff, so RSO is going to get mad at me. But even with that I have found, this thing is still too goddamn sensitive. Now there was a comment in my video that I compared all of the magazine catches and stuff like that, and one of them said just put a stronger spring in. Fair enough. He actually does not really understand how it works. I would assume, of course, assuming makes an ass out of you and me, as they say. One second, I will show you why that will not work. So you have a regular magazine catch right here. If I press on the Forward Controls, you can see this whole tab here that locks in the magazine actually comes out. And if we go on the other side here, if we get the light, we can see that the button goes in, right? Because of the camming action, it's basically pressing the button from the other side by pressing on the receiver to kind of do that thing. Now, if we look at the Strike Industries one here, it's a little bit hard because it's all black. I apologize. So we just pop it out and we look at it from the other side. We can see that it's actually not pressing that button. So for people who do not know, you have this button is essentially just a rod, right? You push the rod in and it presses a tab out and then allows the magazine to fall in because it has a little catch, right? Hooks onto it, you know what I'm saying. So what this one does, instead of pressing off the frame to pull the button, it basically just pivots that little clip that hooks into the magazine on the little catch point here just moves it out of the way just ever so slightly enough to drop the magazine. So that's why it's so light and so easy to do, because it actually really has no spring tension. What it has is essentially friction is all it is. There's a tiny, tiny, tiny little spring in there, but the amount of resistance that you have for that thing is just, it's nothing. And so what has happened and why I've actually changed my opinion drastically is the fact that this fucking thing bumps into anything and that thing is coming out. Now, as I said in the video again, left-handers don't have to really have any type of issues, right, if we're running a kit or anything to bump that in there. But, you know, you go ahead and you bump stuff on the side of the leg or something like that, you set it down, you walk around, stuff like that, you clip something, the damn magazine is out. And the worst part is it could be out like that, you not even know it, and all of a sudden you come up, you got a fucking bolt action. So, personally, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of change my opinion on that thing. I would say just kind of stay away from it. I wouldn't want it personally on any gun that I have. I would rather just go with the forward controls, because they are by far the best, and they will not inadvertently release your magazine. So that's just kind of my opinion. Take it for what it is, which is pretty much nothing. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be good. I'm going to pull a grand thumb here. So real quick, for anybody that is curious, I had a couple of things going on here just in personal life shit, and then also with YouTube stuff. YouTube kind of fucked me over with some of the monetization shit. Now, granted, I wasn't making a lot of money off of YouTube, but they actually showed that I had a little chunk of change, and all of a sudden some affiliate thing got fucked up, and then that thing got wiped away, and I had to make a new account. So that kind of pissed me off. So I don't know if that money is lost for whatever, but I finally kind of went back into it and kind of set it up again. So we'll see what happens with it. But then on the life stuff, you know, you have, you know, trying to find a house in this fucking market and all crazy stuff. And yeah, it's just been a little bit hectic. It's been a little bit crazy, but I'm kind of back in the swing of things, kind of got the shit all started up again. And we are almost at 2,000 subscribers. So hopefully that will be a fun video that I have to kind of make here in a little bit. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be good.